Breaking news. We can't get enough of the love triangle that has been going on WWE Raw between Rhea Ripley, Dominik Mysterio, and Liv Morgan. Morgan recently explained to Mysterio why she left their relationship. Dominik Mysterio adopted Rhea Ripley as his mother a few years back when he joined forces with the Judgment Day. As far as the company's history goes, they were among the most talked about couples. At WWE SummerSlam, however, the second-generation star betrayed Ripley in favor of Liv Morgan, ending the feud. After Rhea Ripley hurt Liv Morgan, she chose to go after Dominik Mysterio. Liv explained her decision in an interview with Unlikely with Adrian Hernandez. Dirty Dom wooed the reigning women's world champion, who had no intention of challenging him at first. There will be many memorable moments on WWE SummerSlam 2024, but the conclusion of the Judgment Day will stand out the most. They abandoned Rhea Ripley, which irritated Damian Priest and the Terror Twins. But a stunning piece of information about the incident was given by Dominik Mysterio. Dirty Dom said on WWE Preview that Liv Morgan has no idea when Mommy will turn heel. Every narrative in the WWE Universe is driven to its logical conclusion by sudden turns of events, surprising alliances, and feuds. In a shocking turn of events, Liv Morgan stole the show this week by focusing on Dominik Mysterio and his passionate romance with Rhea Ripley. Everyone was wondering why Liv Morgan decided to step in and break up Dominik and Rhea's partnership. The decision certainly had people talking. Fans now have a better understanding of the intricate web of ambition, devotion, and personal drive that drove Liv's actions on WWE Raw, thanks to a recent interview in which she disclosed her reasoning. One of the most talked about couples in WWE for months has been Dominik Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, who have captivated fans with their unique relationship and apparent chemistry. Once considered the unlucky son of Rey Mysterio, Dominik underwent a remarkable metamorphosis with Rhea's assistance, emerging as a more vicious and crafty individual. This new Dominik is fearless when it comes to violating boundaries, rejecting tradition, and succumbing to the sinister charm of Rhea's influence. As members of the very influential Judgment Day faction, the pair has caused quite a stir in WWE. Dominik emerged from his famed father's shadow and took up aggressiveness and self-assurance under Rhea's tutelage. Dominik became more courageous, and the Judgment Day group became stronger as a result of this bond. However, not many WWE employees shared Liv Morgan's optimistic view of the partnership. Throughout her time in WWE, Liv Morgan has been an enigma. A fierce warrior, she isn't afraid to question the intentions of those around her and her adversaries at any given moment. Liv claims that Dominik's decision to become a defiant figure had consequences, and that these consequences were harmful to him and the roster as a whole. Liv explained her decision to go after Dominik and ruin his relationship with Rhea in a recent interview, providing insight into her motives. Rather than being motivated by envy or animosity, Liv made her choice according to her ideals and her assessment of what was best for WWE overall. It was like seeing someone stumble into an invisible trap, Liv said, describing Dominik's relationship with Rhea. Although Rhea's influence is strong, it is not without cost. I couldn't bear to see Dominik succumb to the darkness since I've been in her presence and saw her behavior. Because Liv saw that Rhea was having too much of an impact on Dominik, she decided to step in and help him realize his potential. In Dominik, Liv saw parts of herself, such as his will to succeed and his determination to shed the baggage of his past. Still, she could not ignore the chance that Dominik might be consumed by his ties to Rhea and the Judgment Day group. If Dominik can't escape Rhea's clutches, he'll never realize his full potential. She's tough and powerful, but Liv said her allegiance is only to Judgment Day and herself. Becoming just another pawn was not something I wanted for him. Fighting Rhea Ripley would be an enormous challenge, and Liv knew it. Rhea's moniker, the Nightmare, is more than a descriptor. It describes her mental and physical might. Their combined strength and energy looked unbeatable, and Dominik's metamorphosis under her spell had further increased their already formidable threat. Liv would have to plan ahead if she wanted to derail their partnership. To start, Liv planned to undermine Rhea's influence on Dominik in a subtle way. After years of feeling like an underdog, Dominik sought Rhea's ability to make him feel strong and needed, and she understood that was the source of Rhea's influence. Liv took advantage of this dynamic by praising Dominik for his skills in a way that was genuine, but also hinting that he might succeed without Rhea. As Dominik began to doubt his need on Rhea, the mind game started to pay off, igniting a newfound feeling of freedom. Dominik paused, his customary resolve somewhat waning, as he followed Rhea backstage, as Liv recalled. For her, this was a little triumph, proof that her strategy was bearing fruit. However, Liv was unsatisfied with mild prodding. She confronted Rhea on Raw, accusing her of manipulation, since she understood a stronger action was necessary to completely break their relationship. We all know it's about control, but you claim you're doing what's best for Dominik. Dominik relies on his own strength. He doesn't need yours. Liv mockingly said, "You're just afraid of what he'll become without you," with the intention of sowing doubt in Dominik and Rhea's minds. A passionate struggle broke out between Liv and Rhea inside the ring as a result of the encounter, leaving Dominik conflicted between siding with his partner or taking Liv's remarks into consideration. Liv had hoped for this precise response. Liv aimed to disrupt the domino effect that Rhea had on Dominik by planting seeds of doubt in his mind. She hoped Dominik would realize he could achieve fame independently of Rhea and the Judgment Day group. Already, WWE is feeling the reverberations of Liv's interference. Even if he was faithful to Rhea in the past, Dominik now doubts her power. There has been a slight shift in his temperament, and his fans have picked up on a new reluctance. Some think that Dominik may start to think about quitting Judgment Day if Liv does anything that goes against his ideals and ambitions. Alternatively, Rhea isn't the kind to give up quickly. Rhea is going to show to Dominik that her control over him is unwavering and restore her authority after being furious by Liv's involvement. Rumor has claimed that this disagreement might spark a huge rivalry between Rhea and Liv, with the two women vying for dominance and Dominik's freedom. One of the most emotionally charged storylines in WWE in recent memory may be in the works, thanks to Liv's audacious choice, which has set the scene for a furious rivalry. Liv said, "I want Dominik to realize he's stronger than he thinks," in response to a question about her goals in this situation. "I hope he realizes he is valuable even without Rhea or Judgment Day. Whatever it takes to prove to him that he already has what he wants, he will do it via his conflict with Rhea." One of the most intriguing character storylines in WWE might be set in motion if Liv decides to go in and meddle in the relationship between Dominik and Rhea. The audience is already guessing that Dominik will use his freedom to figure out who he is, which might bring him full circle to his heritage and perhaps even make amends with his father, Rey Mysterio.